From Foundation Field in Hamilton, Ohio, USA, it is game number 39 as your Xenia Scouts take on the Hamilton Joes, a couple of teams locked in at tied up for first place at 24 and 13 apiece. Andrew Alex here alongside my broadcast partner tonight, Scouts third baseman Chandler Adkins. We'll hear from Chandler in just a minute. The Scouts, they are having a very interesting season and coming off a couple of days off where they've been working at some vacation Bible school. They are back out here for the stretch run, and they're going to send their big lefty Noah Jones to the mound to pick up this game, which is oh so important for the final standings. But before we get into anything else, let's get you the starting lineups first for your Xenia Scouts. Batting first and playing center field is going to be Adrian Marquez. Batting second and playing left field is good. Or Brian O'Hearn batting first and playing center field. Adrian Marquez batting second and playing left field. Jeremy Barth batting third and playing right field. Batting in the cleanup hole is going to be your catcher, Evan McDonald. Colt Wolf, the designated hitter, he will be batting fifth. Caleb Lloyd batting sixth and playing first base. Don Ring will be playing third base. He is batting seventh. Kerry Holloway batting eighth and playing second base. And in the 9-hole, your everyday shortstop, Mr. Aaron Valance. Obviously, the Scouts send Noah Jones to starting pitching, but we'll talk about Noah in a minute. Let's get to the starting pitcher for these Hamilton Joes. That is Carson Lester. Lester, he has thrown 35 innings on the year, striking out 29 and walking 8 over that period of time. He is a 2-1 record with a 1.80 ERA. Defensively for the Hamilton Joes, it's going to be Mason Deanna catching, Bryson Shelton playing first, Jackson Boyce at second, Tyler Freese playing short. The third baseman is Dane Coughlin. The league's leading hitter, Ben Spitznagel, will be in left, Kyle Moore in center, and the right fielder is Tyler Thaman. So we are about to get some action here. The starting lineups for the Joes, they're running out. And any thoughts on this upcoming game?
Yeah, this is a big game for the Scouts. I mean, tied at first with both teams, and you just gotta hope for the best for our Scouts.
So the stakes are obviously very, very high, and we're talking about obviously playing a little bit undermanned, and half the reason we're undermanned is sitting right up here with me on the roof. Chandler obviously suffering an injury that's keeping him out of here. It looks like it was a hamstring.
It's a hamstring injury.
So unfortunately, Chandler is shut down for the season. But so some Scouts are going to have to try to pick up the weight that Chandler's bat was providing, and that's not a small task. Chandler, you finished the season hitting at a 318 mark with 29 RBIs. That is way tops on the Scouts, but obviously guys like Jeremy Barth, Evan McDonald with a lot of offensive firepower themselves. We're also missing John Sharp tonight. John was, I believe, just sick. He's sick today?
Yeah, he had a little bit of a stomach issue tonight, but he should be back ready to go tomorrow.
So obviously John Sharp's bat will be an integral part of the Scouts going into this final stretch. It's today against the Joes and tomorrow against the Joes, and then a doubleheader with the Licking County Settlers on Saturday. We'll ramp up the regular season on Sunday at home against the Licking County Settlers. But obviously, these two teams facing each other with 2 games out of the next 5. They're all tied up right now. Winning 2 of these games would mean that you would only have to win 1 of your last 3 to lock up first place. And first place is such a big thing because the first place team gets a first round bye. And the first round game is a single elimination play-in game. So obviously getting pushed back to that best 2 out of 3 and being able to save your best pitcher, because obviously you're going to throw your best pitcher in a winner-go-home game. But like we said, the starting pitcher, as we're about to get things underway for the Hamilton Joes, is Carson Lester. Lester, the native of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He goes to Middle Tennessee State University, which is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. The 6'2" righty is going into his sophomore year with the Blue Raiders. A cloudy, overcast day here at Foundation Field. It's 330 to left, 390 to center, and 330 to right. Obviously, your Scouts are managed by Bubba Cates. I say that as Bubba walks out to the third base line. And I had no idea, Chandler, until just yesterday that Bubba used to be the head coach at UT Martin.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that him telling us a little bit about how he was the coach there over there at UT Martin, which actually I got the pleasure of playing this past year.
Yeah, that's in a UT Martin and Ohio Valley Conference team. Same conference as Matthew Wade, but we are about to get things underway here. I said that like 4 times, but the first pitch to Ryan O'Hearn. In there for a called strike. Ryan, the center fielder from Hillsdale College, he's a 230 hitter on the year. Couple of doubles, a triple, and a home run. 8 RBIs to show for it. Ryan, the league leader in base on balls. 0-1. And that one did not make the 60 feet 6 inches, bouncing about a foot ahead of the dirt. Evens the count up, a ball and a strike here. O'Hearn, he hits from the left side against the right-handed pitcher. In his last game, Ryan took a 1-for-4 day. Single that came around to score in the final inning. And Ryan grounds the 1-1 pitch back towards the second baseman, Boyce, who takes it on the run, throws on over to first in time for out number 1. Mark it down as a 4-3, and the first out of this game now. It's going to bring Adrian Marquez to the plate. Marquez, your left fielder tonight. The Wright State University guy. He hits from the left side against the righty. 265 on the year. 3 doubles, a triple, and a team-high 5 home runs. 13 RBIs to show for it. He has been hot of late. First pitch to Adrian. He takes on the outside, ball number 1. Marquez, he's got a lot of power to the opposite field. 330 to right. Not as conquerable as some other stadiums, but something Marquez obviously can do. But he swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch, evens at the count. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. The Scouts and the Hamilton Joes here in a battle for first place. 1-1, and Adrian fouls that one straight back into the screen. Looks like he just missed that one, Chandler.
Yeah, Queso's a good hitter. I mean, even with 2 strikes, he seems to put the bat on the ball. Even though his strikeout numbers are high, he's still a threat at the plate any count.
And Marquez, he has a 5-game hitting streak going. So he has been very consistent of late, but the count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here. Lester, he delivers. And Queso grounds that one down the first base line, taking it as the first baseman in what seemed to be very close to foul territory, but the field umpire says, no, it was not. And he steps on first, and that is out number 2. So 2 away quickly here. Mark that down as a 3 unassisted in your book. And with 2 outs here in the top of the first, it's going to bring Jeremy Barth to the plate. Barth from Biola University. He just played in the All-Star game in that game.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to go to that game, and he played really well. Hopefully a sign for these next 5 games to come. Obviously,
ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Barth from Biola University in Los Angeles. 1-1 pitch. And that one taken low. Moves the count 2-1. Barth, a 254 hitter. 11 doubles, a home run, and 20 RBIs. Two balls and a strike. Carson Lester, he delivers. High moves the count 3 balls, 1 strike. A favorable count for the hitter Barth. Barth, he singled in the All-Star game, showing that no one really no-hits the Scouts. But Jeremy lifts the high into left field, but that's going to go into foul territory and drop out of play. The count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs here at the top of the first. The Scouts and the Hamilton Joes. So Barth, he steps out and calls time, but now he steps back in. Carson Lester, he looks to the catcher, Deanna, and delivers. And that one is up and away, ball 4. So Jeremy Barth draws a walk, the first base runner of the game for the Xenia Scouts, and a 2-out walk there. Big, Corey Coombs always emphasizes that.
Yeah, Barth with not getting a whole lot to hit, obviously, because of his ability at the plate, but just with 2 outs, being able to get on and extend the inning is obviously what he wanted to do, and taking what he got, which was a walk.
And speaking of the All-Star game, as we talked about earlier, Evan McDonald, another All-Star. He steps to the plate. First pitch to McDonald. That one finds the zone. Fastball inside part of the plate for a called strike. McDonald from Fairleigh Dickinson University, small Division I school in New Jersey. He's a 260 hitter on the year, 13 doubles, 2 home runs, and 21 RBIs. The count 1-0. Barth takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch, and that one inside part of the plate again. Mack falling behind, 0-2 now. Great pitch there from Lester. Going inside 2 times in a row, and McDonald's going to have to fight his way back into this count, down 0-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch. And that one in the dirt on the outside. Good job by the catcher, Deanna, to not let it get past him. Moves the count to 1-2. McDonald, the native of Circleville, Ohio, just down the road from the bicycle capital of the Midwest, Xenia. 1-2 now. And Evan grounds that one foul down the left field line. Count's going to 1-2. Evan has a lot of potential when he uses that left field line. He has 13 doubles. That's team high for the Scouts, and it seems like all of them have been down the left field line or to left center field.
Yeah, he's obviously got some pop. The ability to hit a double as many times as he has is a testament to how good of a player he really is.
The ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And Evan hits a hard grounder in the hole between the third baseman and the shortstop, a base hit. So Evan McDonald is aboard, and as the great Dave Nahl would say, nobody no-hits the Scouts. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs, and Colt Wolf finds himself in a big spot early in this game.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get Barth home here.
And
obviously has a lot of pop to the opposite field. Colt does.
so Wolf, the designated hitter tonight, he's a 280 hitter on the year, 19 RBIs. He does have 9 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs. Righty-righty matchup again. The first pitch to Wolf, and he hits that one high in the air on the infield. The pitcher, Carson Lester, is going to get called off by the shortstop, Tyler Freese, who tracks under it and makes the grab for out number 3. So the Scouts strand 2 in the top of the first. A scoreless inning for them. That's no runs on 1 hit and 2 men left aboard. We are in the middle of the first. The Scouts and the Hamilton Joes still scoreless. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. You are listening to the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. We go into the bottom of the first inning. It's Andrew Alix and Chandler Adkins here at Foundation Field in Hamilton, Ohio. The Scouts stranded 2 men aboard on the base path in the top of the first, but they look to send their possibly ace. It's hard to tell with all the good pitching that the Scouts have, but the reliable lefty, Noah Jones, Chabro to the mound. And Noah, he has had an impressive season thus far, a 2.64 ERA over 47 2/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 29, walking 14. And now looks like we're about to get the bottom of the first underway, and the Hamilton Joes, they send Ben Spitznagel to the plate. Spitznagel, he's playing left field tonight, normally a middle infielder, second baseman type. Spitznagel from UNC Greensboro. He has the best batting average in the Great Lakes Collegiate Baseball League, batting at 400 flat. 7 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and 22 RBIs. Spitznagel bats from the left side against the lefty Noah Jones. First pitch. And Jones finds the zone. A called strike. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Jones, like we said, 2.64 ERA. And, most of the negative part of that ERA coming in a couple of isolated games. So 1 pitch breaking ball outside part of the plate. A called strike 2.
Yeah, the best thing about Noah is that he commands his pitches very well. He's not going to overpower you with anything, but the ability to put the ball where he wants to is going to allow him to get a lot of wins, obviously.
Yeah, 0-2 pitch up and away. And Jones, for a while, was the league leader in wins when he was 4-0. Unfortunately, the offensive production behind his starts just hasn't been there the last couple of games. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, and that one's going to be taken just upstairs, even at the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spitznagel, he was an all-star and a guy that was very impressive. He finished 3rd in the NCAA in hits this season for Division I. He had 95 hits with the UNC Greensboro Spartans. He awaits the 2-2 pitch now and fouls that one up and over into the parking lot. That hits off the top of a white United rental truck and evens up the count. 2 balls, keeps the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Spitznagel's always a tough out, man. He can really hit the ball the other way, and the speed that he has makes it even harder when he hits the ball on the ground to the opposite field.
2-2 again. And that one is lifted into shallow center. It's going to drop in front of Ryan O'Hearn for a base hit. So Ben Spitznagel, one of the top hitters in the league, he shows what we can do. Just a bloop single, not hit too hard, but he puts it in the right place. And the Hamilton Joes have the leadoff man aboard. It's going to bring Jackson Boyce to the plate.
Number 10,
Jackson Boyce from IUPFW. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's Indiana University Purdue University at Fort Wayne. Their mascot is an elephant. It's a Division I school. It's a Division I school. They play in the Summit League, same league as South Dakota State and schools like that. First pitch is popped foul back up. Chandler, we're in foul ball territory. And hopefully a foul ball doesn't crash and destroy my beautiful laptop.
Well, don't put it past me. I might make a diving play up here on the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Foundation
Could
Field.
get the Spider-Man web gem of the game. But obviously, foul ball on the first pitch. The count goes 0-1. Runner on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Pickoff attempt from Jones. Bloy can't hold on to that one, but it bounces in front of him, so no advance by the runner, Spitznagel. But Jackson Boyce, a .368 hitter on the year. That's with 5 doubles, 2 triples. He doesn't have a home run, but 30 RBIs. A very high mark there. And Noah Jones, who induces a lot of ground balls. He's been really able to command that changeup all season. Possible double play ball here, hopefully, but the 0-1 pitch taken on the outside part of the plate. Jones ahead in the count, 0-2 for the second time in as many batters. Defensively for the Scouts, McDonald, Bloy, Holloway, Valance, Ring. That's the infield. And then Marquez, O'Hearn, Barth from left to right. Slider taken way on the outside, possibly a pitch out of some sort. Unless Jones really lost that one, but it moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, it looks like McDonald called a pitch out there. Obviously worried about Spitznagel over there at first base with the speed that he has.
Spitznagel. Very small guy, middle infielder. A threat to steal for sure. Ben Spitznagel has 19 stolen bases on the year. He's been caught stealing 7 times. Jackson Boyce, a guy who's hitting to 4 double plays, but he hits that one over towards Kerry Holloway at second. Holloway looks to second, but ends up just making the play to first for out number 1. Spitznagel advances a base there, but mark it down as a 4-3.
Yeah, that ball just not hit very hard to the right of Kerry Holloway. And the only play he had on that was going to first base despite Spitznagel's late jump.
So Spitznagel is over to second base, so the Hamilton Joes with a runner in scoring position and 1 out here. It's going to bring Dane Toughlin to the plate. Toughlin, the third baseman from Indiana State. He bats from the right side against the southpaw Noah Jones. First pitch from Noah, and that one's hit sky high into Very, very shallow right field, taking a couple steps back as Caleb Loy makes the grab in shallow right for out number 2, a very big out number 2, and not a very deeply hit ball at all. I'm talking about we're 1 footstep behind the infield dirt, so mark it down as an F3. The runner Spitznagel stays where he is, and now it's going to be Chandler's high school teammate Bryson Shelton to the plate with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position as Noah Jones tries to get himself out of this jam, and the Hamilton Joes try to put themselves on the board. Shelton from Trevecca Nazarene, a .299 hitter on the year with a league-leading 41 RBIs. First pitch, breaking ball outside part of the plate for a called strike 1.
Fun fact about Bryson is he was a pretty good high school football player. Almost went to Navy to play football.
Wow, the Naval Academy. That's a big-time school. They had a pretty good season this last year with that. I believe it was the leading touchdowns guy. Said like the NCAA because it was how they run that triple option offense at Navy where
Right.
the quarterback and the running back they basically run the ball every play, and this guy was a 4-year starter there and set the NCAA Division I touchdown record. But a ball and a strike the count to the almost Navy football player Bryson Shelton. Jones, he delivers, and fastball off the plate that time moves the count 2-1. But 41 RBIs is a lead league. Shelton was an all-star this past year, and the Hamilton manager and Coach Bubba Cates sharing the management duties for the all-star team. So Coach Cates all too familiar with these guys. 2-1 pitch taken low and away. So Noah Jones falls behind in a count for the first time today. 3 balls and a strike, the count to Shelton. Middle Tennessee State University's Caleb King awaits on deck. 3 balls, a strike, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Jones, he sets and delivers, and that one's fouled straight back into the screen. The count's going to go full 3-2. Shelton just missing there, fouling it very much straight back. Lefty-lefty matchup. Noah Jones, he looks to the catcher, Evan McDonald. The 3-2 pitch. And that is off the plate. Ball number 4. So Bryson Shelton draws a walk. That is Shelton's
designated hitter, number 4, Caleb
19th walk drawn of the season. And Caleb King's going to come to the plate here with 2 outs, and Hamilton Joes at first and second base in the bottom of the first. Caleb King, the designated hitter from Middle Tennessee State University, same school as the starting pitcher Carson Lester. King, he's a .317 hitter on the year, 11 doubles and 21 RBIs. First pitch from Noah. And that one fastball inside part of the plate for a call, strike 1.
Yeah, it looks like the umpire's giving that inside corner to both teams, and that might be a place that Noah might want to attack, especially to these righties.
So 0-1 now. The runner Spitznagel goes, breaking ball, and that one's taken foul. It's going to go out of play on the first base side, so Jones is ahead in the count, 0-2. Double steal attempt there as the very speedy Ben Spitznagel trying to advance a base and all but guarantee maybe that if anything had dropped, a couple of runs could have scored, but Caleb King just fouling that one off, so the count moves 0-2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Noah. He looks to Evan McDonald. The 0-2 pitch. That one's fouled right back again. We're going to stay at 0-2. Caleb King at Middle Tennessee State this year, a .223 hitter. In 130 at-bats, he had 13 RBIs, 5 doubles, and a home run to show for that. But 0-2 coming from Jones again here with 2 outs. Big lead from Spitznagel. The runner goes, and that one's grounded over towards short. Aaron Valance fields it, throws on over to first in time for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit and 2 men left aboard for the Hamilton Joes in the home half of the first. We have played 1. Still scoreless here between the Joes and the Xenia Scouts. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. You are listening to the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. We head into the bottom or the top of the second inning here at Foundation Field in Hamilton. And still scoreless between the Scouts and the Hamilton Joes. Caleb Bloy to lead things off for the Scouts. First pitch. That one is taken low and away. Ball number one. That ball kind of bounced probably off the right foot of the catcher, Deanna. 1-0 the count now to Bloy. Working fast is Carson Lester, the 1-0 pitch, and Bloy lifts that one high in the air to center. Going back a couple steps is the center fielder, Kyle Moore, who comes under it and makes the grab for out number one. So a very hard hit ball by Caleb Bloy, but looks like a pitcher's ballpark here. He got 390 to center with a very, very high wall in center, kind of creating that batter's eye there.
Yeah, that ball was smoked. As a hitter there, you hit a ball that hard right at somebody. You know, you can live with that. You can live to fight another day with that.
So now with one out, it brings Don Ring to the plate. First pitch to the Donalds, taking on the outside, ball number one. Don Ring, a .219 hitter on the year with 7 doubles and 8 RBIs. 1-0. And Don hacks at that one. Foul ball out of play on the left field side. Going to go way into that back parking lot. This parking lot back here is like murderer's row for cars. Foul balls are just taking them out one by one. 1-1 pitch now. And Don launches up and away. Ring, catcher, just finished up his freshman year with the Hillsdale Chargers. Same school as Xenia Scouts legends Shane Armstrong and Lucas Hamelink, but Don rips that one into right field, and that one's going to drop in front of Tyler Thaman for a base hit. So Don Ring picks up a single, and now 1 on and 1 out for the Scouts as they try to break this scoreless tie and give Noah Jones some run support that he really hasn't gotten all season. Kind of just unlucky, you know. Of course, and Jones was dying to get that 5th win to put himself back in the league lead, and he pitches a 9-inning shutout. Or 8 2/3 shutout with Matthew Wade making the final out. And then, the Scouts score in the bottom of the ninth and the win goes to Wade. And the next day, Walter Rook kind of has a more of a struggling day, but we win 17-7. So now Rook, the league leader, wins. First pitch to Kerry Holloway is grounded over towards short. The shortstop Frisk goes to second for 1 to throw on to first for 2 in time. A 6-4-3 double play retires the Scouts here in the top of the second inning. No runs on 1 hit and nobody left aboard. We have reached the middle of the second inning. The Scouts and the Hamilton Joes still scoreless. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. You are listening to the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. We go into the bottom of the second inning. Andrew Alix here alongside Chandler Adkins. We're scoreless, and the Scouts sending Ja Burrell out for his second inning of work. He will face off against Kyle Moore to lead things off. First pitch from Jones is fouled hard down the third base line. Going to go right under the leg of the third base coach with a quick reflex there. And Jones ahead in the count, 0-1. Kyle Moore, he was an all-star. The center fielder from Indiana State. He's a .323 hitter on the year with 26 RBIs. 4 home runs on the year, one of them coming off of, I believe, Kyle Bruner. And the 0-1 pitch is fouled hard, very deep, this time to right field, but it's going to drop out of play again. So a couple of hard-hit foul balls by Kyle Moore, but he's behind in this count, 0-2 to Noah Jones here in the bottom of the second. We are still scoreless. So now Noah, he looks to Evan McDonald, the 0-2 pairs. Moves the count 1-2. Indiana State. They play in the Missouri Valley Conference. That's Division I. 1-2 pitch hit high in the air and deep to left. Tracking back is Adrian Marquez. He gets to the track and makes the grab. So a very, very hard hit ball to very, very deep left field. But Noah Jones can breathe a sigh of relief there, as that is just an out. And Kyle Moore, a guy with a lot of power. A big out for Jones to make there.
Yeah, he hit the ball pretty hard. He set up in on that guy, tried to come fastball in, coming off that breaking ball, and he was able to get his hands to it. But unfortunately for us, not enough power to get it out of the yard.
So Tyler Thaman to the plate, first pitch. Just high. Check swing from Thaman. They appeal to the field umpire, Brad Fisher, who says he did not go. So 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Jones delivers. And breaking ball, that one clips the outside part of the plate for a called strike. Evens up the count 1-1. Thaman, he is from Miami University at Hamilton, so he didn't have to travel far. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed there. Thaman, the right fielder tonight, he's a .247 hitter on the year. 4 extra base hits on the year, a couple doubles and a couple of triples. The 1-2 pitch. And that one, he just got a piece of. Fouls it back, so we're going to stay at 1-2. Jones, he has allowed 1 hit, and that came to Ben Spitznagel. Walked a guy, but stranded both of them in his scoreless frame in the home half of the first. So 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And that one fouled back again. Staying alive in this count is Tyler Thaman. We're moving to pitch number 6 of the at-bat. Ryan O'Hearn playing shallow in center. Jeremy Barth even more shallow in right. Breaking ball there is fouled right back again. So Thaman doing a good job of working this count against Jones. And you know what some say, you fall behind 0-2 in a count, and I'm going to foul balls off until I can draw a walk. 1-2 delivery. That one's taken just high. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes here. With 1 out in the home half of the second inning, a scoreless game between the Xenia Scouts and the Hamilton Joes. The 2-2 pitch now from Jones. And that one is lifted into center. O'Hearn, who is playing shallow, has to track way back, and that one drops behind him and rolls all the way to the 390 center field wall. Rounded second, heading towards third is Tyler Thaman, and he's going to get there standing. A 1-out triple from Tyler Thaman, and the Hamilton Joes with their biggest scoring threat of the day thus far. A runner at third with 1 out. It's going to bring Mason Deanna to the plate, and just a long fly ball will break this scoreless game open.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why my boy O'Hearn was playing so far in, but for whatever reason he was, and that little over 200 hitter was able to hit it over his head, unfortunately.
Yeah, not a very hard hit ball, but O'Hearn was just playing so shallow. Infield is in now, and the first pitch to Mason Deanna comes way on the inside, bouncing.
Excellent job by McDonald right there, saving a run.
Absolutely. And infield's playing very much in now. Caleb Loy at first and Don Ring at third.
Yeah, what they're trying to do here is if they get a ground ball to the corner spot, we're able to look that guy back to third and possibly save a run.
1-0 now. Here's the pitch from Jones. That one finds the zone, a called strike. The batter is Mason Deanna, the catcher this evening. He plays ball at the University of Cincinnati, and statistic-wise, the weakest hitter in this lineup. He's hitting just a .111 on the season. But infield is in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch and swung on and missed there by Deanna, and Jones ahead in this count. A ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, just a tough break there.
Yeah, with this game.
Why do you have any idea why they would have O'Hearn playing so shallow with 1 out, nobody on?
I don't know why O'Hearn was playing so shallow, but I do know why the infield, with this game being a huge game for us, you want to keep this infield in.
1-2 is hit in the air, and that's going to drop just to the right of the right field line. A good break there is. No one would have been there to get it, but
Yeah, like I was saying, this infield's in because this game is so big. You got to keep the runs uh, to a minimum because obviously the winner of these two games is going to be in first place, which is huge because, like you said, you get a bye and home field advantage and other things like that.
so the count stays a ball and 2 strikes. The runner at third is Tyler Thaman. Noah Jones, he delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Cha, bro. He got him swinging. So Noah Jones makes a big second out, striking out Mason Deanna and takes the sacrifice off there. And that's just a huge spot for him. And now Jones is going to have to retire Tyler Freeze, the shortstop who is hitting in the 9-hole. But let me tell you, Freeze isn't hitting in the 9-hole because he's the worst hitter on the team. A .319 hitter on the year. Freeze was a guy who started his season in the Cape Cod League, first pitch in there for a called strike. The Cape Cod League is, for those of you who don't know, probably the most prestigious summer league historically for collegiate summer baseball. And he played with the Bourne Braves for a couple of games, hitting .286 with an RBI. 0-1. Breaking ball from Jones. That one's taken low.
Another good stop by Evan McDonald. Man, he's been a wall back there all year.
And Noah and Evan McDonald, two guys who have worked very well together. Every time Jones has pitched, it has been to McDonald. But the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here. Freese, a .319 hitter on the Great Lakes season. And that pitch from Jones, fastball inside part of the plate for a called strike 2. So 1-2 now. Jones 1 strike away from getting himself out of this one. He looks to the catcher, Evan McDonald. Sets and delivers. And that one is hit into left field, and that one's going to drop in front of the line and roll all the way to the wall. Coming in to score is Tyler Thaman, and standing at second with the double is Tyler Freese. So, and 2-out RBI single, or RBI double, I should say, from Freese breaks this game open. The Joes now lead by a score of 1-0, and once again, a ball that wasn't smoked by any means, but kind of put it in the right place, and he put a good swing on that ball. And
he put a good swing on it, hit it down the line. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that once it's hit. I think it was a spinner that Noah threw in there. He might have left it up a little bit, just giving him the ability to get his barrel to it.
So now 1-0 the score in favor of Hamilton. Still 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The runner on second is Freese, and it's going to be the leadoff hitter Ben Spitznagel to the plate again for the second time. Spitznagel, his first time up, he's single. Ended up getting stranded at second. First pitch from Jones, low and away. The count moves 1 ball, no strikes, but 2 outs here. The 1-0. That one finds the outside part of the plate. Evens up the count, a ball and a strike. Spitznagel, the native of Cincinnati, Ohio, even though he goes to UNC Greensboro. Like I said earlier, NCAA, third in the league in hits, a third-team All-American. And he takes breaking ball on the outside part of the plate for a called strike 2. So Jones continues to get ahead on hitters.
Yeah, he's doing a good job getting ahead. Just one guy beating him with 2 strikes, but the scouts are going to come with their sticks ready, already having 2 hits within the first 2 innings.
They have proven Carson Lester to be a very hittable pitcher. 1-2 pitch now. And that one is lined into the glove of a jumping Aaron Valance at short for out number 3. So Aaron Valance, who has been such a great defensive shortstop, did not choose to stop now and mark it down as an F6 for out number 3. But 1 run on 2 hits and 1 man left aboard for the Hamilton Joes. After 2, the Joes, they lead by a score of 1-0, but plenty of baseball left to play, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Xenia Scouts. You guessed it, Radio Network. We go into the top of the third inning. The Scouts trailing the Hamilton Joes by a score of 1-0. Andrew Alix alongside Chandler Adkins here, and Aaron Valance to lead things off. First pitch to Valance, taken on the outside of the plate for a called strike one. AV on the year, a .154 hitter with 8 RBIs. We just saw him a minute ago with a big save to possibly save a run where he made a jumping catch in the 6 hole. But he takes on the outside, evens up the count 1-1. Here's the pitch. And AV fouls that one hard down the right field side, out of play, moves the count 1-2.
And AV hitting over 300 there. Waylon Baptist just hasn't seemed to hit his groove quite yet, but obviously has the potential to be a great hitter and is an outstanding defender for us.
Well, that pitch taken upstairs. That evens at the count 2 balls and 2 strikes here with nobody out in the top of the third. Hamilton leads the Scouts by a score of 1-0. Here's the pitch from Lester, and Valance, he takes that one in there for a called strike 3. Looks like a slider that got him on the outside part of the plate, and he sits down. That's the first strikeout of the day for the pitcher, Carson Lester. And now with one away, it's back to the top of the order for the Scouts with Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn, his first time up, he grounded out to the second baseman to lead this game off. And the Scouts, who already have 2 hits off of Carson Lester, trying to get some offense going and get themselves back into this game. First pitch to O'Hearn, swing and a miss, strike number 1. O'Hearn, the center fielder from Hillsdale College. This is his second year with Athletes in Action. He actually played alongside the man who just batted, Aaron Valance. They played with the Rochester Ridgemen last summer. That's the AIA team in the New York Collegiate Baseball League. Ryan takes low and in, evens up the count 1 ball, 1 strike. With the Ridgemen last year, Ryan hit .273 with 18 RBIs, 3 doubles and 3 triples, and he watches the 1-1 pitch go way up and way away. Moves the count to 2-1. 2-1 pitch now. Ryan fouls that one right back towards us. Evens up the count 2-2. O'Hearn, a guy who, in the leadoff role for the Scouts, the batting average being lower is kind of misleading because, being the league leader in walks, and you get that guy on board, and, that's just an offensive threat that could create itself with his speed on the base paths. But 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike number 3. So Ryan O'Hearn goes down swinging. 2 men have come to the plate for the Xenia Scouts here in the top of the third, and both of them striking out. So 2 away, and Adrian Marquez comes up. Marquez, his first time up, a grounder down the first base line. Marquez, like we said, a 5-game hitting streak now, trying to keep that going and stay hot. He's going to be a big part of this Scouts offense, and he rips at the first pitch, but just foul. A liner that drops right near first base coach Corey Coops. Good reflexes by Coops. Coops, known locally and nationally as a freak athlete. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 2 down. And big swing there. Swung on and missed by Marquez. He falls behind in this count 0-2. Marquez, like we said earlier today, he's a .265 hitter with 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. 0-2. And Adrian lifts that one high in the air to right center field, going back at the right fielder. They're at the track, and that one's going to bounce at the wall. Marquez is at second. He's heading for third, and he is going to get there in time. So Adrian Marquez, a triple. We just talked about his power and his offensive production, and a great job by Queso to find that pitch despite being behind 0-2 in the count. And, at a lot of other ballparks in this league, that would have been his 6th home run of the year.
Yeah, even though he goes down 0-2, he finds a good pitch to hit and rips that thing into right center field and gets, what is that, his first triple of the year?
That is his second triple of the year. Trying to, it was like a legit triple. Because remember you had that triple where the guy just lost it in the lights? That was your birthday present.
Yeah.
From the baseball gods. First pitch to Jeremy Barth, fouled out of play down the left field line. For anyone who would take that as controversy, there are no baseball gods. There's only one God. We can tell you more, but I don't think we have enough time. Nothing and 1 the count to Barth here with 2 down. Here's the pitch. And Jeremy takes that one on the inside. Evens up the count. A ball and a strike here. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Adrian Marquez stands at 3rd, and Jeremy Barth, a guy with 20 RBIs on the season, batting in a big spot here. Barth, he walked his first time up. He awaits the 1-1 pitch.
Yes,
he takes
Barth.
that one into left field, a base hit. Coming home to score is Adrian Marquez. An RBI single off the bat of Jeremy Barth has tied this game up at 1. He took that one to just a rocket into left field. And, Jeremy Barth, we saw him playing oh so well at the All-Star game. And, coming here right after the break, and he doesn't skip a beat.
Yeah, that was great, man. Being down 1 with 2 outs, getting that RBI. I mean, we talk about Barth's power, but his ability to shoot that ball through the left side is just uncanny for a big guy.
So Jeremy Barth, RBI single. We're all tied up at 1, and the Scouts still going here with 2 outs. And Evan McDonald hits that one into deep left field, going back the left fielder, and that's going to drop at the track. Jeremy Barth, he's rounding 3rd, and he is going to head home. The throw to the cutoff, man, and now the throw to the plate will be not in time. RBI double off the bat of Evan McDonald. And same old story, same old song and dance, my friends. Evan McDonald goes to left field, and now the Scouts have taken a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want, man. With 2 outs, you got your 3-4 hitter up, and they produce for you, and that's exactly what you want out of that position in the lineup. And he gets a double over the left fielder's head, man, and Barth's able to score from first.
So 14th double of the year for Evan McDonald, his 22nd RBI. And now he stands at 2nd. The Scouts still going now, leading 2-1. Colt Wolf to the plate, his first time up. He flew out, but he takes that one into deep left field. Going back the left fielder, and that's going to drop at the track. Evan McDonald, he's rounding 3rd, and he's going to get home standing. Colt Wolf stands at 2nd with an RBI double. 3 straight 2-out RBIs from the Xenia Scouts, and now they lead by a score of 3-1. Colt Wolf just took a fastball. How Colt Wolf's going to take a fastball if you give him one. And, like I said, if this was at Licking County or Cincinnati's team, all 3 of those balls would have been home runs.
Yeah, I mean, that's not how you draw it up, get 2 outs and then hit a triple, but we'll definitely take it, man. Unreal with 2 outs, being able to drive in all these runs, giving us the lead.
So a meeting at the mound now, and in case you're just tuning in, Scouts leading 3-1. It was an Adrian Marquez 2-out triple, a Jeremy Barth RBI single, followed by an Evan McDonald RBI double, followed by a Colt Wolf RBI double. And that is the offensive production that the Scouts need here in this oh-so-important game. And now the Scouts, still with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs, and Caleb Loy, a guy who put one of the best swings on the bat or on the ball that we have seen his first time up, just absolutely drilling one to center field. But, the very speedy center fielder Kyle Moore got there in time. But Loy, a guy who was, he's, after spending most of the season hitting sub 200, he has been hot of late and is now hitting about 214. First pitch to Bloy, and he goes after that one, but that one's going to go foul down the right field line, deep out of play. The count moves 0-1. And
Bloy, he's hit so many balls hard right at people, and unfortunately, his statistics don't show how many times he's hit a ball hard, but he's done just that this year. And I mean, sometimes they don't fall.
0-1. Bloy watches low, evens up the count, a ball and a strike. With 2 down here in the top of the 3rd, Scouts leading Hamilton by a score of 3-1. Righty-righty matchup. The pitcher, Carson Lester. He delivers the 1-1, and Bloy takes that one up the middle, a base hit. Rounding 3rd and heading home is going to be Colt Wolf. The throw home, not even going to go home. They're just going to go to second base. An RBI single from Caleb Bloy, and the Scouts with their 4th RBI in as many hitters, and 5 2-out hits in a row. And this is the kind of clutch baseball that you need at this point in the game. And Noah Jones finally getting that run support, and hopefully he'll be able to really settle in
Yeah, I mean, it's a testament to how baseball works. Boy hits smokes a ball to center field, like you said, and then he hits a ground ball up the middle that gets an RBI. Like you said, the baseball god's helping him out there.
First pitch to Don Ring, high pop up on the infield. The third baseman, Dane Tofflin's going to come under that one and make the grab for out number 3. But 4 runs on 5 hits and 1 man left aboard. We are in the middle of the third. The Scouts lead the Hamilton Joes by a score of 4-1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. You are listening to the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. We go into the bottom of the third inning. The Scouts leading by a score of 4-1. Dark clouds coming over Foundation Field in Hamilton, and it'll be interesting to see if we can get 5 innings of play here before some thunder comes. Also, I'm on the roof. But first pitch, that one's taken into center field. Chasing back is Ryan O'Hearn. He slows up and comes under it, makes the grab. That's out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Noah Jones, and mark it down as an F8 in your books. It's going to bring Dane Tofflin to the plate. Tofflin, he is the third baseman this evening from Indiana State. 347 on the year, 27 RBIs. First pitch from Noah Jones, and that one swung on and missed for strike number 1. Tofflin, 347 on the year, like we said. A guy who hit 238 with 4 RBIs in just 42 at-bats with the Indiana State Sycamores this past season. 0-1 pitch. And Jones goes low and in that time, evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. With 1 out here in the bottom of the third, Scouts leading 4-1. The 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball, that one does find the zone for a called strike, moves the count 1-2. As the wind really starting to pick up here. Kind of one of those just like eerie, like Midwestern, we're all about to get destroyed kind of feels. 1-2 pitch, though, from Jones. That one taken just on the inside. The home plate umpire, Mark Oppenheimer, he's been giving that inside corner, and Jones attacked it with the curveball, not getting the call that time. Moves the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here's Jones. He sets and delivers. And that one's a grounder over towards third. And the third baseman, Don Ring's not going to be able to get there. That one rolls into left field for a base hit. So the 4th hit of the day for the Hamilton Joes, and now it's a runner at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And like we said, your Grace Christian high school teammate, Bryson Shelton, coming to the plate. Shelton heading into his senior year at Trevecca Nazarene University. He bats with 1 on and 1 out here in the home half of the third. First pitch. That one breaking ball. Evan McDonald, good job getting in front of it. Doesn't let that one go back. 1-0 goes the count. Shelton, 299. The league leader with 41 RBIs on the season.
Yeah, when you're hitting 4 hole for these Hamilton Joes, who's got Spitznagel and um, that number 10, who's obviously both got high batting averages, and they're on base and you're hitting 4-0 here, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to drive in runs.
And it's just this team who you look at Hamilton and every one of their first 6 batters is hitting 299 or above. But that one is taken right past the second baseman, Kerry Holloway, a grounder that just rolls into right field. Jeremy Barth rockets it in, but unable to get the lead runner. So a couple straight ground ball singles that just found a gap.
Yeah, this is just ground balls. I mean, that's usually what you're going to get from Noah anyways. He's not gonna, like I said earlier, not going to overpower a bunch of guys. He's a ground ball pitcher, and these are just finding holes. I mean, hit one way to the left or one way to the right, and it's an out.
So now Caleb King going to come to the plate, and King, a guy who is just a very, very good hitter, 317 on the year from Middle Tennessee State University. King comes to the plate with runners at first and second with 1 out. Jones, he looks to the catcher, Evan McDonald. First pitch, that one's taken high in the air into foul territory. Third baseman Don Ring, he's calling for it, makes the grab. Out number 2, a big second out by Noah Jones, getting Caleb King to pop out on the first pitch. And now it's going to be Kyle Moore, a guy who really got a hold of a pitch from Jones his first time up. And
well, Ringer does a good job there making the play. I mean, the wind's blowing, and obviously being a catcher, he's able to work with those high pop flies in foul territory.
So Kyle Moore steps in. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. The runner goes. First pitch. Evan McDonald can't hold on there, and that one gets past him. Both runners advance successfully. So Dane Tofflin to third, Bryson Shelton to second. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Kyle Moore. Moore, who, like we said, just took a deep shot to the warning track on the left field side before Marquez tracked it down. His first time up, he's a .323 hitter on the year with 26 RBIs. Pitch, and that one's fouled straight back. The count moves 0-2.
And this wind seems to be blowing in, so if you're an outfielder right here, you got to know your wind and get back to that warning track. If he does hit it back over there, I mean, he's going to have a hard time getting it over the wall. Anybody would, not just him, but you got to know your wind if you're playing the outfield right now.
0-2 now. With 2 down, the pitcher Jones. Then he looks to the catcher, Evan McDonald. He sets and delivers. And that one's going to be taken to the 6th hole. Aaron Valance. A running throw is going to be in time for out number 3. Aaron Valance tracks a lot of ground in the 6th hole, making the play over by second base and then rocketing it over to Caleb Loy in time for out number 3. So good work defensively. Saves 1, maybe 2 runs for the Scouts, and that is going to retire the Hamilton Joes here in the bottom of the 3rd. No runs on 2 hits and 2 men left aboard. We have played 3 innings. The Scouts, they lead the Hamilton Joes by a score of 4-1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You are listening to the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. So I got good news and bad news for you folks. The good news is there's no good news. And the bad news is that tonight's game is currently under weather delay. I would give you more details, but it's going to rain and we are on the roof and all of our stuff will be destroyed if we wait any longer than we have to. So we're going to take a break. Probably going to end the broadcast and create a new link. But we will keep you updated on the Scouts Twitter page as well as the Scouts Facebook page, folks. So we head into the fourth inning under weather delay. The Scouts lead the Hamilton Joes by a score of 4-1. For Andrew, Alix, and Chandler Adkins, we hope to be back with you as soon as we can.